never sell. Nowadays cats tell, dudes be frontin', looking jig stuntin', but ain't got nothing. So what you saying? Claiming it's on and poppin', yet your hand out, nigga, always borrowing. Every other week another story. Either you tricked off the glory, or you paid lawyers fighting your felony. Funny how Mr. Big Stash always becomes memory. Now you
History, as we know it, keeps culture alive. It tells stories of struggles, successes, provides resolve, momentous victories, and helps us to set precedents in future business, educational, and justice gains. History also tells us about those of talent, art, athletics, and fame, revealing truths and defining the foundation of those lives. I'm Ulu Gates, and this is History from the Other Side. Welcome to Classes in Session. On this segment of History from the Other Side, we have special guest C.June, also known as Nappy Red June, CEO and owner of C.June Productions. Welcome.
Salute. Peace. What's going on?
Hi, welcome. We're so glad to have you here with us.
Yes, nice to be here. Definitely that.
Nice, nice. I'm so glad to get into it because we got some great stuff to talk about and can't wait for you to tell us about what you've been doing and what C.June Production is doing and everything.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get to it.
All right. Okay, so first of all, give us a little bit of background about yourself.
Okay. My background is I'm from Staten Island, New York. Well, I was raised and born a little bit in Brooklyn and came to Staten Island. So that's what I spent most of my years up in the streets of Park Hill.
Okay.
And Park Hill was like it was different. It was different from a Brooklyn, Brownsville, to come into Park Hill, and it was a nice setting at one bit. They had milkmans come to the door with your milk. It was real nice. Yes, I came from a Brownsville, band buildings in Staten Island to Park Hill, where it was nice at one time.
Nice. And I have never experienced a milkman delivering. Never. That would have been something.
Yeah, not me either. It was different and it was new. It was new to my surroundings that I never seen that. So
Wow.
yeah, that was new to me.
The good old days. The good old days.
Yeah, definitely the good old days and everything. I grew up in Park Hill with a mother and father, with 2 sisters and a brother, and different life for what we was living in Brooklyn, Brownsville. It was terrible over there. Now in the Park Hill, it was a different setting that we can say we can be raised as kids instead of being raised in Brownsville. Certain part grew up a little fast. So when I came to Park Hill, we we did the football tag and stuff like that. In Brooklyn, we used to play tag in the buildings, playing tags and doing all sorts of stuff that we were not supposed to be doing. But that nice, yeah, it was a nice upbringing. It was a nice upbringing from Brownsville. I made my bones in Staten Island, so I represent Staten Island, Park Hill. So
That's what's up. Nice. Yeah. Yes. To have that memory, that's awesome. So
yeah.
going to Staten Island, tell us about you in the streets to filming and creating, so we can get into what C.June Production is all about.
Well, C.June, well, at first it was Red Dot Production, but before Red Dot Production, my brother, Carl and Lou, they was doing filming. So basically, whatever, ran the streets a lot and stuff like that. But in 94, 95, I wanted to tell a Staten Island story because, you see Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan, and you know what I'm saying, different elements that go on, but nobody never told like a really Staten Island story. And I definitely wanted to tell a Park Hill story because the Park Hill story was crazy. Like when the late 80s came to the early 90s, Park Hill was difficult to call it baby Brooklyn or Little Harlem, something like that and everything. But I wanted to tell my story. Growing up in Park Hill and all that other stuff that goes on with different neighborhoods. Because you seen the Alpo movie, seen the like it was gangster movies out. It was always different boroughs or different cities, and I wanted to do a Staten Island when we had a lot of goons on Staten Island throughout all the sections of Staten Island. So I wanted to tell brother in 2009, 2000 brother said I wanted to do a story growing up in Park Hill, Staten. Now, he told me, all right, go ahead and write it. I said, I'm a street dude. I don't do that and everything. But he told me to sit down and write it. He said, look, I can't tell a story. You got to tell your own story. So I got into reading books. I what's them like the black books that was coming. I started reading those and everything, and most of them stories that I was reading was friends grew up. So I got that sense, and I sat down. Like I said, I went to the store, bought a bottle of Henny, and I listened and I listened to some old school music. I listened to some old school music, these early 90s. I called up some of my friends and we talked about the stuff we used to do. Later, I came up with a 45-page script about six stories in one. I couldn't believe I did it, but I wanted to write the story. So when I say it was Call of Lou, they came out in 2000. They was doing the films, the documentaries, and they wing. And when I sent it to them, they didn't get back to me. And that story was whack because they never got back to me on. So like 2 weeks later, he calls me and he said, I need you to come up to Staten Island because at the time you need to come to Staten Island because we want to do a casting call. I said, do you like it? Because at first I wanted to do a movie. They was saying no, that's gonna be a web series, and we was the first one that started the web series. It wasn't no web series, so they had the idea. Let's put it on YouTube, and no, at first YouTube, we put the trailer on YouTube to get people excited on what we wanted to do for you and everything.
Yeah,
and that's when I met my partner Lynn. Klass started Red Dot Production, and she's C.June Production. So she was going to Paramount and studios out there to bring it to these studios. They was interested in it. It wasn't no lane for this. It wasn't no Empire. It wasn't no NWA. It wasn't none of that. So we was the first one that had this and for it. So a lot of people liked it. A lot of people said, "Oh, it's interesting because I'm from Staten Island, place of Wu-Tang." So that's what it got. Oh, okay. So did you grew up with Wu-Tang? I said, yeah, I grew up with them. Whatever. So they was like, but nobody never told the Wu-Tang story. Everybody, but I was telling them, this is not a Wu-Tang story. This is my story, but they side of my
Yeah.
upbringing and stuff or whatever. But you know, we gotta and everything, but we didn't take it because to me it didn't satisfy what I was doing. Like, but I know you'll get jerked in the industry one time. I think we had something brand new and we could start a buzz with it and everything. I became into writing movies and stuff like that. And also I even played in my movie. I even played in one of the web series, Gun Runner. So
I
it was
saw
nice.
that. I saw you in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've had the
I,
pleasure of watching it and
yeah.
to see the life and the livelihood of Park Hill and everything, and the hustle,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
you know.
Yes. It was a. It definitely was a. It also, but like my movie, I wanted to tell. Like a lot of people would look at me showing the wrong negativity to what's going on. But my thing is different people. Just like my brother said, we had to go somewhere different to show these people life is not as all cracked up. Like everybody loved the street. Oh, I want to be in the streets. I want to be. Story shows 6 different stories. It show the drug dealers. It shows a single parent that's raising their son in the
Yeah,
environment on top of her son, so the son don't join no gangs or getting into different stuff. It even shows that was running through Staten Island and everything. So it shows everything, and then it shows friends that was friends since kindergarten, and they turned to foes. They started trying to kill each other.
yes,
Park Hill was. It was like we was friends, but money turned them. So people was fighting over buildings. People was dying over buildings, and that's why the buildings, because that's what we did. We hustle out of the buildings and everything. Like communities in the United States, they hustle on the corner, this or this. But our buildings are crack spots, and and today they call it the trap house. But I was so I just had wanted to tell my story. If I could say 1 or 2 kids like that, it would have been good and everything. So
yeah. It really impacted me because I could see how one of the characters was about to become a basketball player and education
yeah,
and everything, and then
yeah,
got caught up in the mix of all the mess where everybody is trying to friends, like how you said, is trying to take over
yeah.
being territorial because of the money.
And and that story about the basketball player, that that was in Park Hill. He was much younger than me, but I knew him, his brother, his family, and that he was dedicated to him. That he got killed at a young age out
Yeah,
there. He wasn't in the game. He wasn't doing nothing. Like he still go to high school, play basketball, wrong place at the wrong time, and he got killed. So
yeah.
I'm saying I want to show real stories, what really happens, and sit there and try to be down with a gang or I want to be cool with this person. This is comes in back of that, and a lot of them don't understand the consequences when it's until it's too.
Yeah, yep, until it's too late. Until it's too late when they get all
Yeah,
caught up. I wanted to
yeah,
ask you, it was formerly your production was formerly known as Red Dot, you just mentioned, but
yes,
it switched to C.June
yes,
production. Okay,
yeah.
why the switch?
No, the switch. A lot of people, if you look up Red Dot, a lot of people got Red Dot into this Red Dot. that.
Yeah.
So a lot of people
Okay.
that wanted to work with me, other people and thinking it was us and everything. So we
Oh,
was losing out on a lot of production deals and film writing and stuff like that. To me and my partner decide that we need to change our name to something us for us. But the red dot was cool because everybody called me Red, so that was the cool red dot. Me and her picked red dot, but we had to change it, so I changed it to C.June. So that's my government name, Charles June production. So I changed it so people would know. And I had this idea that totally different. Also, I wanted to do a clothing line name and
okay.
everything. So my man Patron, I gave him the setting and he came up with it, and I love it and everything. So I was like, oh, that's gonna be the plus my clothing, my clothing logo too. So
No.
yeah, it was different. But when I was gonna and everything because they had called Lou Films first. My
Okay.
thing is this. My thing is this. He had his projects. I had my project. I'm gonna make sure his projects is good, and I'm gonna make sure my projects is good. So
Yeah.
for a couple of years, I learned a lot of stuff. So I decided to open up our own and do our own stuff, and that's what we did. Together with Red Dot with C.June put together in this industry. So I learned a lot. I learned a lot from Cody. Different stuff on camera work, taught me how to write, taught scripts and stuff like that. And I became infatuated of writing. I could write a urban one, I could write a scary one, a sci-fi, all these movies that I wrote already. So I can write any type of movie that so
And I noticed I really like the transitions that from different scenes you use. You know how some movies are. They don't really have like transitions. You have effects in it. I like that.
yeah,
How you switch from
yeah,
one
yeah.
scene
That's
to
what
another. That was cool. That was cool. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah, and that was my brother and Lou. That was they doing like they put that spice into it. I wrote it and everything, and I had another partner. He was in the streets with us and everything, running around. So he put his little like everybody put their 2 cents into it to make it look good and
Yeah.
everything. And I definitely now that's how I write. I write like that, like I write as happen until the end, and then you be like, hold
Oh,
on, like I didn't see this coming. Like the first building movie with the 13-year-old kid, everybody's looking like playing basketball, but they didn't know he was gonna get killed because a lot of people aired the movie on YouTube in 2010. A lot of loved ones they hit me up, and a
hmm.
lot of them said you gave me a little closure that killed in Greece, but you gave me a little closure on it and everything. That okay, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, but also okay, he's not here no more, but that's your guardian angel. That's going to motivate to keep you going. You got to live for his name because the builder movie in the street, and I want to tell their story because they didn't get the chance or do anything like I'm doing. So my goal is I got to tell stories that pass at a young age and put them, I'm saying keep they still alive, keep their name still alive.
Yeah.
That's definitely.
Yeah. Having that closure, I can see where, because you're telling they experienced it, they lived it. And so,
Yes.
losing that loved one and everything. And so, yeah, bringing closure, very, very
Yeah.
impactful. Very, very. That
Yeah.
was awesome. And I watched it several times, actually. I
Thank
did.
you.
I watched it
That.
several
I
times.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I really
now,
enjoyed it.
yeah. Now I, I gotta I'm rewriting the build. So now I'm rewriting the building movie with people, real life series now. It's gonna be real live people stories. I got this girl, we grew up, she wrote a book and everything. And she's telling her she became a crack addicted teenager at 17 and she was in the streets, she was prostituting, she almost got killed and everything. Stories to these ladies, like she went through hell and back, and plus she lost her son to violence, of murder and everything. Now
Mm.
she's doing her feet, and me and her gonna bring out her stories and other people's stories coming out. Some's gonna be fake fiction, and some's gonna be real. Some people's gonna know, but we're gonna do a series to show people that you can come back and do what you got to do and everything. And what she did, she came back from see her on the streets and everything, and she was a beautiful like she was cute. She was a 10, and then when she got onto the drugs, her whole life went downhill, and basically it's her three more other girls from Park Hill that's not even here with us no more. With
Mm.
the building movie that's coming out soon. So
Ooh. Well,
yes,
God bless their souls, and that's great, because then it will help the families to have the memory, like you said.
yes, yes,
Yes, yes.
definitely that.
So
Yeah,
with that, I mean, with that, there's a lot of mentorship going on, you know.
yes,
Um, who were some of your mentors growing up, and then transitioning to film, and all, and if I may say so, I believe that these people's real life stories kind of mentored you into creating these films.
yes. Like like my mentors was growing up. It was basically hustlers and everything. You know, they
Actually.
had the money, they had the girls, they had such and such and such and such and everything. And but that's what we growing up in my era and everything. We seen the pimps, we seen everything with the
Okay.
nice car. You also got to go back to working a McDonald's job, and back then it was like what $3 and change. The wages you bring it
Mm,
home what 100 compared to somebody on the streets that was bringing in $500 an hour, and
mm,
you got family. Some people didn't have mothers. Some people didn't eat. Some people didn't have no lights. Like 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 you got to put all that into one and say most of it was doing it because they had that, that choice was we gotta eat. My little brothers and sisters gotta eat. If I work
yeah,
a McDonald's
yeah,
job, it's not gonna put food on your table. It's not gonna dress you. So you gotta do other stuff. and you're gonna get on that street, and you're gonna see these people with money, like the KRS song, "Love's Gonna Get You." He said, and that's now that they his his family was we started selling drugs. Now they got steak, they got nice clothes, they got so try to live the American dream. So you know what I'm saying. So my mentors was like the pimps and the hustlers out there and everything.
That's real.
That's what, yeah, that's what I seen. I was like, oh, I want to be like them. Even in Brownsville at a young age, that's all I seen was pimps, hustlers like that. So it was already embedded into me. But I didn't mother and
Yeah.
father, so I right and wrong and everything. But I decided I wanted to go that. So and I went that route. We made money, all the crazy stuff and everything. But when you get older, like you got a now that's 30 and 40 years old that's still in the streets. Like I don't
Wow.
believe you shouldn't be in the street. Your 20s running around doing the wild stuff. All right, that's cool. But once you get that 30 and 40 kids, like and see, and that's what my movies is position of streets into being somebody that your kid's gonna be like, oh, my daddy gonna teach me this, or my mommy gonna teach me this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you got some there, they mothers is still in the clubs, you know, still doing. Kids is gonna pick up that. The kids that's gonna be a 360 all over again. So
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's why I'm trying to be a mentor. The whole thing is these kids, my friends' kids and them, they know we were street people. Different story, because they're gonna listen to me more than they're gonna listen to somebody in a suit that to me, because I've been in the streets. I know
Yes.
what it is. So I'm gonna tell the real and butter it up on this. No, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna get it. Like you ain't built out them streets, because I got friends now doing life in jail, 65 years. So you know what I'm saying. So can is you built? Saying like these kids is not built for that and everything. And I try to get off on different subjects, but that's why you got a lot of snitching going on and everything. Because police are, oh, I ain't gotta, if somebody get murdered, oh, I just gotta wait an hour or two and it's gonna come in through and they're gonna solve the case. Because that person probably get caught up with some 10 years and he
Yeah.
can't do that 10 years. He gonna be like, oh, I got a story to tell. Yeah, I know, So the game is different now. The game is totally.
So you have become, in turn, from what you've seen, what you've lived, you have become a mentor to the younger ones, and you have they can relate.
Yeah. Because most of the kids that I try to fathers was in the streets, or their fathers are locked up, or their fathers is dead. So I try to go that route. Don't go your father route. You know what I'm saying? Go your own route. You know what I'm saying? Bigger person and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to way. You ain't got to follow the street way. You don't have to follow that and everything. We did it because I seen my older OGs in the streets, and we was the ones, and then we taught our little brothers and sisters the street way. So we got to stop mentality of, okay, you got to be in the streets if you want. If, you know what I'm saying? Try to be a
Yeah.
doctor. Go to school and everything. Be something else. Like Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang grew up in a neighborhood, and we all used to be on the block or see them. They had a talent, and their talent was rapping. So they now in Park Hill, they made history for us. So those dudes show me that I know where y'all come from. I know y'all story. So if y'all can make it, I know it. So, and that's what made me start writing and start doing different stuff. The kids out there and everything. Look at 50 Cent, shot 9. He made it. Like you got to look at all them blueprint stories and say, listen, I know. I don't sit back and say, okay, I'm gonna sell drugs and do this and then like you see a drug dealer that lives to 80 years. Have you seen a pimp live to 80 years old? They is you know in the
Yeah.
streets. When you retire, you're dead or you in jail doing that's your retirement from the streets. And that's what I try to tell them. The streets don't have no love or no benefits for you when you go to security. You don't have nothing. So all your life, what you gonna do? Be selling nickel bags 60, 70 years old? Nah. Can't do that. So if you don't like school, you don't like college, take a trade school. You want to build a carpenter, electrician. You know what I'm saying? You only got to show
Yeah.
you that, and you can open up your own business instead of going to
Yes.
college for pay back $200,000. And what did you learn? So for everybody, and that's what I be mentoring these kids in public school and middle school, get to college. Know what you want to do. So
Yeah. Speaking of school, so we've heard IS 49 and New Dorp High stories.
okay.
Um,
Well,
I say, maybe one generation after you. What was it like for you? History from the other side.
well, Newdorf High School, first one in the brand new Newdorf, because there was 2 Newdorf High Schools. It was the old one, and the new one was built, and we was the first ones in the new Newdorf in 1982.
Oh,
And it was a big racial riot.
wow.
A big racial riot. Yes. I mean, they came over, they tried to tip over the bus, big fights out there. It was crazy. It was like from Brooklyn. I never seen no stuff like that. Like until I got to that hatred for black people. I seen that hatred. Like we went through Yusuf Hawkins. We went through a lot of racial stuff, everything. So that's my new story. Like it was a trying to get out of there without getting hurt. Put it that way.
So on top of
Mhm.
the struggle alone, trying to make money and everything, because that's how the babies get fed, that's how the bills get paid. You got to deal with the racism
Oh yeah, you gotta
on
deal.
top
Yeah,
of that.
it's a line in Park Hill. Was a line in Park Hill. It was Roseville. Now we had fields where Park Hill is at. We had a pond back there. We used to play football back there. It was rabbits, turtle thing back there.
Wow.
But if you cross over a line that says Rosebank, if you step over that line, you was in Rosebank where a lot stay at and everything. And you know how many racial fights the older
Oh,
when little growing up in Park Hill, the older teenagers used to have people in Rosebank. And if you got caught in Rosebank, that was your butt, because two of my brother's friends got killed in Rosebank. They was running away from a group of white kids and grown men, hit by a car or something, and he died. And then another kid, similar something happened. We seen death in Park Hill at a young age, like violent. So yeah, so that's bedded into you. Keep growing up and you keep seeing that. It's like, put it that way, your heart get cold. So when you in them streets and you out there doing difference, you don't care really, and that's why friends became foes, because it was all about that money, basically, and that was in every hood in Staten Island.
Messed up. You should jump out and come back in. Never mind, it's fixed.
Huh?
Yeah. That, but that's how, but that's how Park Hill was.
Hold on. What did he say? Oh,
no, it
okay.
Jumped off for a minute. It jumped off for a minute, but it came back on.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, nah. The screen of hers was, it was like digital. It was showing like real blurry and pixelated and all of that. So I had put it on him and just let him rock, thinking it would fix. But then when I cut to the little segments change, you just pop back in. So my bad. I'll just edit this part out or whatever. And it was dope because it actually caught him at his last sentence. So the shit is.
Yeah.
Words of power. I saw that. That's cool.
All right, later. Yeah, continue.
So wow, that definitely, that definitely impacts me, because that's a lot for the youth to take on.
Yeah, we
On the
grew up.
daily.
Yeah, we grew up young in Staten Island, but we grew up with grown up mentality. Like we was doing things at a young age that you was supposed to be 19 years old doing it, but we was doing it at 13. So that's what made us tough. And I try to start Park Hill and different other areas, but that's why Park Hill was so tough and everything. Before that reputation of, instead of Park Hill, we caught that reputation of kill. Now people were starting to get killed and everything.
Killer Hill.
And the reputation of Killer Hill, like my team, I started the Killer Hill thing, but it's like we did it as a neighborhood, but protects their neighborhood. That's how it started and everything, and different and crazy after that and everything. And then you have police was scared to come to Park Hill. If they came to Park Hill, they had to come in and make sure, because the only place that the cops was crazy with was Stapleton. I'll give it to Stapleton. When cut somebody, they was that the whole projects was out there fighting them. The whole project. And I'm dead serious, yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like if you was trying to arrest one of their brothers or cousins or fathers, you had to fight the whole Stapleton.
Everybody coming out.
Everybody.
Wow.
And that was
So
a
with
fact.
that story, yeah, with that story, what to today, I know you talked about, like the hustlers from when you was younger and everything, um, inspiring you, but give us a little bit more of what inspires you to keep going, and I know you shared, but give us a little bit more of what inspires you to keep going, knowing that, all of this, there's some of the young ones that they're not able to
Yeah,
elevate
yeah.
their
Well,
mentality or
because I don't want them to make the same mistake that we made, and well, my friends, and plus most of the kids out there that I try to mentor, people, fathers that I used to hang with. Some of them
okay,
is not here no
okay,
more. Some of them, so that's what keeps me going. If I can help, like 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 all the in Park Hill, their kids and their daughters, those my nephews, and you know what I'm saying. We still family.
yeah,
So if I can help them, whatever I'm doing, if when we did the Builder movie about
yes,
my two friends and everything into it and everything, and they loved it. They love acting and and they doing now. They doing different stuff, but just imagine if they wasn't part of something totally different. So when I came with the movie, The Building, I told her that I want people from Park Hill to be in this movie and be actors that's trying to get into the movies and everything. That's cool, but I am the
okay,
neighborhood act in this because they are from that neighborhood. And one girl called me and said, "Yo, Red, I like your movies," and she caught an attitude with me because she said, "My kid movie and everything, right?" They said, and like she said, her kids were saying, "That's how y'all was living crazy. Y'all was living like digging it." But I told her, I said, "I'm only gonna show what we was. You as a parent, you have to sit and explain the difference between and what is real in this movie. Just like if you watch Terminator or anything else, but you're gonna have to tell these people, okay, you see what he did in the movie, but you see that 13-year-old B got killed. That's not
yeah,
lit.
yeah.
He didn't live his life. He died at 13. So it's like, nah, it is. I'm gonna put the information out there, but you still also young ones. What's right and wrong. So
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I see you creating, man, creating opportunities for people, creating
got to.
opportunities for people out there to transition into a more positive way by
Yes,
telling real
yeah.
stories
And plus,
and showing the reality.
exactly. And plus, and pull you out, you need to turn around, and that's what I always tell them. You help the next person. Don't sit and turn your back and move on. No, I help you. You got to turn around and help other people, and that's what I tell them. When you're working for me, turn around and help the next person.
Yeah,
Don't sit there and be and everything. No, you turn around and help the other people and be like, listen, okay, to this, I'm gonna help somebody else get into something, and vice versa. Just keep doing it.
and that brings us to our next question. It is, if you can change anything, school us. But I think you kind of you're starting to tap into that. So elaborate more on
Yeah.
how you could school
Uh,
us.
and see, that's the whole thing is with the movies and everything, even with songs, like I even do music and stuff and everything, like everything that these people know me from the streets. Oh, he used to be in front of the building. Now you see me, I cook and on my side, different foods I cook. I do a sound off. Try to
Sound
educate,
off.
try to educate people on different topics that's happening and in the world. So that's all my give back. And I'm not trying to say I was doing bad out there, but that's and everything, showing people different ways. Look, oh, I used to do this in this cook. Oh, you don't know, I know how to write a script. I can even write something,
Mm,
my own clothing label. If I can do it, you can do it too. Same neighborhood, the same thing, but you just gotta look at it. Like I
yeah,
didn't make it, but I'm still living. You know what I'm saying? I'm still
yeah,
living.
yes,
And plus, yeah, I got a lot of skills in the neighborhoods, in different hoods. They got talent, but somebody got to bring it out of them. Just like my brother, he brung my talent out. Like for telling me, no, you got to write that script. I can't write that for you. It wasn't
yeah,
no turning back.
yeah,
10
yeah,
years later, look what I'm doing. I'm loving it. My daughter loves it. My kids loves it. They like, Daddy, go ahead, do you.
yeah,
I'm
yeah. So
something right.
I hear you in your Facebook posts and your lives.
Uh-huh.
Like I hear you say sound off, and I kind of get an idea of what you mean by that, and I know that's your wordplay. Sound off.
Uh-huh.
Tell us a little bit more of what you mean. We want to make this we want to we want everybody to know what you mean when you say sound off, because I
Okay.
like that. I
Now,
like that.
I'm going to tell you how it started. It started with the COVID. Everything was shut down.
Okay.
So I seen D Nice. He's playing like Instagram. He's getting people involved with different stuff and everything. I'm like, oh wow. So I'm sitting there saying, how can I because if you hang in because you couldn't do nothing, you can't do
Yeah.
nothing to COVID. So I said, we got how can I still stay relevant in this game and at my job, and I'm looking at different people talking about in their lives, cancer, people dying, or for this sickness, high blood pressure. So I said, hold up, let me do a sound off so people about what they're doing. If I give you a topic saying, okay, have you went and checked your blood pressure? Have you went and do a recent checkup? Sound or come up on and answer it and be like, yo, um, um, one person you had that did you check your you know what I'm saying, your body? Just said um inbox me and said, Red, I'm glad you said that because a checkup and found they found cancer in me, but they got it in time
Mm,
without you saying that and try to educate us. I probably wouldn't got myself checked. So that's what I'm saying when I say sound off. I talk about people who don't talk about like mental
okay.
health. You know what I'm saying? And I did one thing. Would you, if you got a mental health family to stay with you? So a lot of
Yeah.
people that was like, wow, well, that's a good one and everything. And but it makes people think, if I still that with mental health, can I really take care of them? Or if you that's C now, or you got a mother and father that's old, will you put them in? Will you keep them with you? A lot of people will respond to
Okay.
that one. A lot of people said, nah, my father with me. I'm gonna have to adjust to that. So that's what sound off means, and put awareness to what's going on in this world or in your community. So
Wow. I like that. I like that. Because I'll be watching your lives and I see your post and I'll be like, he always says that. What does he mean? Even when you went to that music that group, and even when you were announcing what where you were or whatever, I heard you say sound off. So you want people to speak.
yeah. I
Yeah,
want
yeah.
I want to hear I want to hear their answer on what's going on or in my surroundings, or if I throw stuff at you and everything would and everything. Let me know what you saying. A lot of people say, well, you don't answer back, but it's no right or wrong. It's no right or wrong. It's your opinion that there's no right or wrong. Sometimes I answer back,
Yeah.
but sometimes I let the audience. That's your cue. Sound off on your opinion on this matter. So
Nice. Well, everybody, I shared it, so everybody check it out. Sound off on
yes,
that because I shared it.
appreciate.
I loved it.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm matter
Yeah,
of fact, I'm trying to see if I could get a TV show. I'm trying to work on now to get a daytime TV show and have people like sports people to sound off on different topics and stuff. So yeah.
that's what's up. That's what sound off means. Everybody heard? So when you post, share, comment, post your thoughts.
Yes. Please do that. Definitely share.
Um, we want to know, so we want everybody to sound off. What does hip hop culture mean to you?
Hip hop
I mean,
culture,
you share, but yes.
it's a way of life for me. That's like I've been a hip hop head. Like we listen to funk music like at an early age, but hip hop music, it was a how I can say this. It was a way for us, just like how people different their own language, they got their own culture of doing stuff. Americans do not have a culture because basically some people don't know where they're from. So when hip hop came around, we made our own music. We made our own how to wear clothes. We made it a style because that's how we communicate with each other from different boroughs or cities
Okay.
or whatever. So you had you had graffiti, you had MC and break dancing. So that was our to express. We express like just like the rappers. They come from or whatever they been affected by. They say it. If you look back into ancient times, they had dances. Graffiti. If you look on the pyramid walls, that's all graffiti. That's our culture and
And
everything. A
then
lot
the
of people
tags,
said, yeah. A lot
so
of
you
people
know
always
who
said,
did it.
yeah. If you look at ancient times and the Egypts and stuff, they did they tag and everything, and that tag been around for years. It's the same thing like hip hop. Hip hop, I just the way I it's going and everything. We made this, and hip hop wasn't gonna last. They said, "Oh, it's gonna be a fade. Oh, it's gonna fade out. Whatever, whatever." In everything you do, everything, commercials, even on TV, and everything is hip hop culture is in everything you got, and like anything now, hip hop is in everything.
Yeah.
So it been bedded into me. I was out there when the parks, when like I had my friend Thurman. He used to be on the first floor and play music all day, all night. And he used to go to the light pole. His mother be like, "Get that out of there! You running up my electricity! Get it out!" So he used to rig the light bulb, and we used to have music and everything. Like I was brought up on hip hop. I'm a hip hop child. Put it that way, hip hop child. I was
Thank you
there
for
when
that.
the first there when the first everything and everything when like when the first park jam, just like even Wu Tang said, they've been on the staircase. The person I heard do a original rap in my neighborhood was just from Scotty Waddy, and
Okay.
he was hip, like he was there everything. So after that, when I seen that, I love hip hop.
See it, and the world. Well, for me, they think hip hop is just the music. It's not.
Nah,
It's the
it's
way
not.
you
It's
live.
not.
It's the way you portray everything, or how you perceive the world, and how you adjust to living that way. I mean, it's
Yes,
everything. That's how you said,
it's
and
yeah,
I definitely see
yeah.
that.
Yes, yes,
Definitely.
yes. Hip hop.
You have any last words, C.June, for classes in session of
Yeah,
words of power, inspiring words for us before we
yeah. I, I like to say thank y'all for bringing me on, tell my story. Also, look out for the like I said the new building movie, the new building series that's getting ready to drop. We're gonna talk about real Staten Island. Look out for the clothing line. I
okay?
got some music. Get ready. It, it just like like we just you know, send out. We just need support. We need people to support this and everything. We don't have a lot of people supporting us. A lot of people is some don't want to see you go too far. I don't know what that is, but you out if you need any help writing scripts anything, holla at me. On my Facebook, Nappy Red June, or on my June, or you can my Charles June Jr. at gmail.com. Hit me up and stuff. Let's do some business, make money together. Not try to be like hold all the money to yourself. That's the only way how we gonna move forward. And you know what I'm saying? Stop being
Together.
stingy. Definitely that.
Yes, yes. Well, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to come on classes in session and share with us history from your side.
Yes, yes. Anytime. And also check out Sound Off all my platform and on my platforms too. And share.
Well, we thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and check out the building series to get a little taste of what's to come. And I'm excited. I'm
Yes, go.
excited to watch that. I'm excited to
Yes,
watch
yes.
that. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so
You.
much. And man, good luck, blessings to you.
Thank
And I can't wait to hear all about it, to watch
you.
it,
Oh yeah, definitely.
and
Yeah,
to
yeah.
see
Matter
you go.
of fact, I got a part for you in the movie, so I'm gonna have you do some movie
What?
stuff too. I, I got you.
That was a shocker. That was a surprise. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm down.
yeah.
I'm
I
down.
definitely got everybody and everything. But
All right.
yeah, nice. I appreciate you and that's involved with this and everything. Love is love. You already know.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. The Haven Enterprise Inc. Classes in session.
Yes, yes.
His story from the other side.
Classes in session. Sound off on classes in session.
Yes. Thank you.
For real, yo, for the real, yo.